Good Wednesday morning, meteorologist Dean Davison, the Weather Pros, liveweatherblogs.com. Time for a weather outlook. This is for your day on Wednesday, the 22nd of March, 2017. We're going to discuss a few things. What we're going to see for the rest of the weekend to the beginning of your weekend. We're also going to discuss severe weather and the potential we may have in different locations for that as we head towards the weekend. So we're going to get started here. At this early hour in the morning, we are actually looking at the potential. This has been a long-lived and maybe even classified as derecho. We'll have to see in the morning, but there is a potential that this will be classified as one. So we've had a mesoscale convective system go across most of Tennessee in that area, all the way going to the coast with warnings and high winds over 60 miles an hour. We'll have to see if it occurs or not, and if the definition is defined, but definitely a windy and damaging night in the Carolinas up through Tennessee and other locations. So we'll continue looking. We still got the marginal risk, slight risk to the coast, but the marginal risk back here through parts of western Tennessee, Arkansas, southern Missouri, and we're going to take a convective outlook over the next few days and see where we see things coming. By day 3 which is going to be the next time that a real big threat will be, which will be out here in the western plains. This mainly probably be a dry line type situation. Pretty marginal right now, but this may increase as the days go on, because the 8-day outlook definitely shows that. Because by day 4 and 5, we're looking at severe weather, potentially an outbreak here in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and then possibly into Alabama by the time we go there. And we may actually see something on the East Coast by the weekend towards Sunday. We'll have to really keep an eye on that, but this is just a little bit of a heads up what's going on as we look at the models now. As we look at the current conditions, we see that storm system moving along here with that low pressure system, which is driving that squall line currently. And this is set up across Tennessee Valley into the far southeast, as we see some snow in the upper parts of New York. But we get this low go off the coast. Cold air tries to come in. We'll get a little bit of a cold air damming effect coming in for Thursday and a Friday here across the Roanoke Valley, and definitely pushing colder air into New Jersey, Delaware, Massachusetts, down into the Roanoke Valley. As you see how that backs up here, that's called cold air damming, and it's how the low and the high set up. So we're going to move this, back a little bit. And we'll continue to look at this model and get strong. This is where we're going to start seeing the potential towards the weekend. Look at that wind, how close those isobars are. Strong southern winds. They become south-southeast. And you're going to get probably the dry line pushing out here with this low pressure 996 back here in the parts of the Four Corners. That's going to push a real strong rating here. And look at right out ahead of this. This is typical severe weather setup. You also see probably a warm front here that's up ahead of that. And it really takes shape as this low crashes into Texas and towards Waco, Dallas, those areas. By the time Friday night and Saturday comes, that's going to be an area of watch. And we also have, like I said, this bend back. We would have to watch it probably in the majority of this area, but especially the southern part of this. And it's clearly seen on that. As this low then starts to move northeast a little bit, you can see this pushes out showers and thunderstorms pretty significantly across the area. And by next Monday, we may see a system that does the same thing across the east coast of the United States. So, and then we're going to start getting into this pattern where severe weather will become much more prevalent with these stronger lows in the Midwest. So the severe weather threats are going to be increasing, and I'm going to have my severe weather outlook coming up in the next few days of what we expect this spring and summer to be. This is kind of weird on April 6th. If we get enough cold air in, which is an if, being April, it's going to be hard to do, this would be a Miller A type system. That would occur, but this is only just showing up on the system, which is pretty interesting, because this would be pretty round up low, and enough cold air slipped in the back, we might actually get wet snow. So, but that's ways off, and it probably will disappear in the next couple mile runs. So, we'll see what happens. Now we'll look at the temperature biases to see what we see for the dimming up. On Wednesday and Thursday, I said Wednesday we're looking at the 50s. Thursday, a little bit colder. We'll get the cold air damming situation for 40s and 50s. And then we lose the cold air damming as we get into the day into Saturday. We're talking about mid-70s across Virginia, upper 60s in parts of New Jersey and Delaware and Pennsylvania. So this is setting up for Sunday, which will have temperatures in the 70s there too. And what I'm seeing here on Sunday that's interesting is the backing feature here to the front. If thunderstorms develop, that would be something that we have to be a little concerned on, especially with the heat. And then on Monday also, pushing near 80 down here in the Virginia area, only in the 50s up in New Jersey. So that would be a pretty good line in here for potential severe weather. Anytime there's a difference in temperatures sharp like that, we gotta watch out for severe weather. And of course you see that potential, especially towards the end of next week again. Like I said, these storms are pretty interesting, and based on this run of the model, it would only be in the 50s and 60s, so chance of snow will be back here in West Virginia if enough moisture gets back there. Next thing, we'll look at shear values, because shear drives severe weather, especially rotation, and also drives the potential for wind damage. So we do have some available. I'm not sure how much available energy we're actually going to have that day to allow this to become severe. Right now, like I said, there's a very weak potential right now, but timing is been off on this. It's been twitching between Sunday and Monday, and Monday definitely looks like the better of the 2 days if you were looking for severe weather at this current point. Because, and it does show that actually on this model, because of the rotatingness of the storm, also changing with the winds and stronger winds, this would definitely be the better day on Monday for the potential for severe weather in the east. So that's something to look forward to. And then we look, like I said, one Saturday. Will look pretty significant. This far out looks decent, to say the least, for parts of Virginia and parts of up to the Maryland, New Jersey area. So, stuff that we got to keep an eye on, and we will. Like I said, shear is a big thing for severe weather. So that being said, I'm going to back this up and actually come out here to the Midwest. I'll pull this back. I want to show you the Midwestern potential with this. Pull the GFS up again. And this time I'm going to go to Texas. Now this you're going to see, it's not fully in, I'm going to go back one run. You're going to see what happens. I'm going to pull up the convective again. Shear. We said, there's the one, there's your dry line. Try to back this up just a little bit. Back past Amarillo. To me, this would be one potential shot, and that's on your one shot. And then I'm going to move this forward, where we're going to actually get into the increased potential for severe weather. And that's going to be likely tornadoes. And so this is definitely a better storm environment for this to occur. As you see, look at that. Look at that. Look at some of that shear. I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is going to be a very interesting next couple of days into the beginning of next week, actually, here. In the Midwest. energy there that pushes and pushes, and it has continuation shots, which if we go far range, and this is too far out to really forecast, but this model would suggest it's very strong rotation in a PDS tornado-ish situation. That would be on the 30th if this model held, which, like I said, is a long way out. That being said, it's been a pretty long, drawn-out thing, but severe weather is going to be popping for the Midwest, and even in the East, so we need to be more aware of it. We'll keep an eye on everything for you, and thanks for watching. This is meteorologist Dean Davison. Have a great day.